YouTube, thank you for all your comments under my videos. You found a mistake in my Torment page video and I just added a correction and hint to the video. Keep the comments rolling, I'm doing this for the community. And that being said, with the next few videos I'll try to help you with the Torment challenges before we do the next weapon insights. I hope you're fine with that. So we start off with Torment 4 because I think Torment 1, 2, 3 are quite self-explanatory. But if you're interested in how to solve them, I highly recommend checking out Lebonsky's video on the Torments. Link is in the description. So, Torment 4 is actually the first tough challenge. And I'll explain the main issue and how I plan to work around it. Let's have a look at the requirements. A magical storm randomly applies shock to everyone. Okay, getting shocked is bad, but we have something against it. The ailment immunity bait. Ailments are your status effects, so with a beat we'll be safe against the storm. But next up is a game breaker. Only critical hits inflict damage. Okay, sounds easy, right? Well, no. That also means that some objects in the game cannot be destroyed. For example, your light spell Blight Cyst. Nope, not working. You can't shoot it. Madness Orbs. Nope, can't shoot them either. How about the Ghost Galleon Calamity? Again, no chance to shoot the balls nor the skulls. Except if we get Arcana to help us out. And in this case, we have actually two main Arcanas that will help us with that. The Critical Burn Arcana or the Cascade Arcana. And Cascade is available from the Prophecy of Dead Eyes or the Prophecy of Spells. While Critical Burn is also available from the Prophecy of Dead Eyes or the Prophecy of Fire Element. So we're gonna put those three prophecies in the first 3 slots of our book, just in case. But we don't stop here. You might know I'm German. And you know we Germans take things very serious. So what does a hit mean? Hit means your bullets. But we have other sources of damage, don't we? So we put in Eye of the Madwoman and Dynamo Ring. Because those aren't hits. They are more or less spells. And you know what else works just fine? Explosions. So, Burning Stake is working wonders. And what else causes explosions? Think about it, it's an all-time favorite. The OG Hangfire. So, we got our gear together. We got some beats we want to use, and last but not least, we got one more wonder weapon. Stigma Diabolicum. It adds another weak spot to an enemy, so you can use that if you want. And since we get homing decay orbs to apply decay to the enemies, it just fits right in. And because crits matter, we also use Nemesis. In the next few minutes, you can see a perfect example of how you don't want to do it. And I was thinking about redoing the video actually, because it's such a cool display of skill. But even with the mistakes that I'm doing and with the ammo consumption that I'm having here, I could show you that no matter what you do with this loadout, you'll be able to beat the Iron Gate Castle on Torment 4. You could decide to go to the Witch Mountain because you might want to say, there is no calamities on the Witch Mountain, so you can avoid the Ghost Galleon in case. But as you can see here, if you're working with Hangfire, with Stigma Diabolicum especially, and Burning Stake, you'll be more than capable, more than fitted to clear the Iron Gate Castle, and I'm pretty sure you can do much better than I did in this example. So what I'm doing here, or what I'm displaying here, is that if you don't have the right range, your shots will only do 1 damage. But as you can see, the combination of the soul sigils with the explosions from Hangfire, or Eye of the Madwoman striking for 200 damage here, as well as your dashes with Dynamo Ring, it just works so perfectly well together that Torment 4 should not be an issue for any one of you. I'm really curious if you've done Torment 4 already, and if you thought that Torment 4 was a challenge. Because the community on Discord was really split, and some of the people said the range really gave them a hard time. And while I can understand that you need a certain distance to be able to deal damage, maybe they didn't think about adding other sources of damage into their loadout, like Stigma Diabolicum, or Eye of the Man, or Dynamo Ring, and especially the explosions from Burning Stake. And if you add all of those aspects, and especially with the Arcana that you can get, well, you cannot fail this round, honestly. You're gonna be fine. Trust the process, you're gonna be fine. And here, with my first manifestation, I get really lucky. And this is why I love the free Arcana beat, because Fire Orb is another explosion, is another source of burn to the enemies. And if you then get lucky to get the critical burn Arcana, it's GG's. You can nuke everything, and I'm pretty sure that no enemy stands a chance against critical burn, Fire Orb, and Hangfire. It's impossible to withstand the damage output that's possible here. So here we go again. Pretty bad gameplay, but even then, with the setup, no problem at all. Poor dodge, I didn't see the musketeer shooting at me. I'm running into the trap almost. Not hitting my shots. But now I remembered, okay, I have 4 charges of Stigma Diabolicum, I gotta use it. And here you can see how well it works together. Eye of the Madwoman with the decay ticks, hitting for damage numbers that simply add up in the long term. And if you're then able to put on a Burning Stake as well, with the explosions that Burning Stake is gonna cause, it's just a nice combination. It's just a nice combination. There we go. Finally I hit my headshots again. And we got lucky. Critical burn. That's what we have been aiming for. And now this is a really cakewalk, because Fire Orb with critical burn will just melt the enemies. I want you to pay a little bit of attention now, because the next camp is the prime example of how strong this build and this Arcana combination is. And even if you don't get this combination, simply having critical burn will help you, because then the run is as any other castle run that you've done previously, and you don't have to worry about anything anymore. And the same goes for Cascade. You have 4 charges of Stigma Diabolicum, and with the Stigma Diabolicum you have 8 seconds of critical damage that you can apply whenever you need it, whenever you want it, and you don't have to worry about anything anymore. So here I'm choosing Lasting Element, because I want to have the burn on the enemies a little bit more longer. And even with the next camp, I did some stupid mistakes. I'm down to 3 potions, but I'm still confident that I can finish the run. made some poor decisions here as well. I got confused by the storm. Again, the range doesn't help. And here another prime example of hitting the soul sigils with the burn explosions from Hangfire. It's just amazing. Yeah, didn't see that coming. That was again stupid, unconcentrated me. But if you play it smart, if you take your time, you're not in a hurry here, you can do that easily. And again, there was a shocked enemy from Eye of the Mad Woman. I put resist on it, and you can see damage ticks all over the place. Feeding our burning state. And now I was wondering if this guy had some protection on him, because he simply wouldn't take any damage right now. So I was just checking if there was some protective devices for him. And still he's ticking. Eye of the Mad Woman again. One headshot with Nemesis. And there you go. Half of the map is already cleared. You don't want to go with range sacrifice. This would make your life even harder in such runs. At least that's what I was thinking. Didn't test this, but I just wouldn't do it. And the same goes for the cursed chests. I was thinking about doing the temporal cursed chest right now to stock up on health potions, but I was thinking, okay, they're gonna be close and I cannot damage them in close combat. I need the distance. So I said, okay, I'm just skipping it. I'm not doing the challenge right now. I'm just gonna clear the Torment run to be able to continue with it. And yeah, it's not necessary to have a perfect run here. So who really cares? Again, Fire Orb helping us out here. And now look at that. I was not able to hit my spell because the enemy was hiding behind rocks there. But now, oh boy, lovely. Put out those assists and see the damage number ticks. Again, walk right into it and I trigger the Calamity. Yeah, it's fine. No stamina for the soul sigils, but it doesn't really matter. Hangfire is helping us out again. And now we could just wait for the best possible Calamity. What that would be, maybe phantoms, or I wouldn't mind having the shield bearer as well, even though he can be annoying if you're caught in the bubble, but still I would say it would be easy. And I got so lucky. Revenants with Fire Orb, they're just killing themselves. There's not much that I actually have to do. One dead Revenant will instantly kill all the other Revenants. Ah, it's just, I love it. It's just such a nice sight to see. So, that's 2 more camps to go. Seeing what the chest has to offer. 4 more feathers. We actually don't need them at all because critical burn and Fire Orb will simply do the job for us. Took a wrong turn here, but enemies should be right around the corner. And look how fast those are gonna die. Cyst, or Sigma Diabolicum, whatever. Feeding the stake. Triggering explosion. And there we go. Of course you want elemental firepower, since you're applying elements all the time and the enemies are usually gonna die. Not to your shots, but to the elementals. It doesn't really matter with elemental firepower. And now look at this. They're piled up. I was wondering, okay, why are they standing there? Well, yep, and all dead. Last boy. Dynamo Ring, Mad Woman, Hangfire. Job done. That's how easy you clear Torment 4. And so our reward for clearing Torment 4 is the Biting Tongue. Very nice. I hope you liked this video, guys. Stay tuned for Torment 5 and Torment 6. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish them in the next couple of days. As always, have a good one.